Thought we'd find answers on Lenegis, but we just ended up finding more.
You can say that again. And now we have more problems to fix, too.
That can wait for now. We've got more than enough on our plates to deal with as it...
Yeah. Which is why...
All the answers we've been looking for are on that. The answers have to be there.
So, what do we do first?
We know nothing about the Renan homeworld or what we might face once we arrive. We should get a feel...
It's also entirely possible that the first thing we're going to face is an...
If we come across a capital, we should... What? Damn! The hell just happened?
Our course has been altered. The coordinates are pointing to a different destination.
What's that?
The ship's controls aren't accepting my commands. The engine is being shut down.
That's bad, right?
Quite bad. We've lost control of the ship.
Is all of this the Red Women's doing?
Are they trying to finish us off before we can land?
Everyone! Look there!
A flower blooming out of Rena?
But that flower looks like it's absorbing all of Dana's energy.
And it appears Lenegis is serving as a conduit for that energy to reach here. Could that have been its true purpose all along?
If that's true, do you think the people back on Lenegis are all right?
We can only pray that they are.
Damn it! Haven't they taken enough already? When is this going to end?
The flower of oblivion.
With everything that's happening, we need to get back to Lenegis. Is the ship still offline?
Unfortunately, yes. Even more so than when it lay dormant.
Can you fix it?
Starships are extremely complex machines. One wrong move while we're out here in space could very well cost us our lives.
So what? We're just stuck inside here, floating around? For how long?
I don't believe this. We've made it all this way, and now we're stuck here? We're watching Dana die before our eyes, and we have no choice but to sit here and starve to death?
Law, calm down! You're not the only one who's worried here.
Right. Sorry.
It's still too early to give up. There has to be a way to get out of this.
Alphen.
Now what?
The starship, it's back online?
No, this is different. Something is pulling our ship in towards it.
We managed to get moving.
It looks like Lenegis.
Do you think we might run into more?
Perhaps.
We haven't been ambushed, so that probably means they aren't hostile.
Hey, she...
If they wanted to attack us, they could have done...
I still can't get...
Yeah.
I've only ever seen Red. Still, though, beats me. I have absolutely...
Rena and Dana. We were taught that both, but to think that they lied to us, not only about the...
Dohalim.
Okay, who's the wise guy that summoned us here?
Someone formidable enough to bring our starship along with us.
They must be here somewhere. Let's find them.
This place looks a lot like that room we saw back in the Forbidden Zone.
Huh? What's that? It's one of those!
A red woman in disguise. Or is this their true form?
So it was a trap?
It doesn't look like it can move. Tell me, are you the one who brought us here?
That is correct. It is unusual.
It can talk!
What are you?
Hevrect
30...
Correct.
What is this place? No, wait, before that...
Before I answer, I have a question for you. How did you all arrive in this sector?
We did not come to this place by choice. Our ship was...
In that case, we can assume my brethren who serve the Great Spirit have deemed you all to be a threat most grave.
What do you mean, serve? Are you saying there really is someone more...
What did you do to us?
I examined your bodies. You have identifiers detected. The Sovereign and Maiden are among you. However, you aren't under its control. I see why they viewed you as a danger now.
Oh, goody.
Do you think we can...
Like it or not, it may be our best chance.
I shall now answer your questions. The red women you encountered previously are a form of disguise we employ from time to time, but not our true form.
Helganquil?
You are on Dake Phasol, a celestial base which drifted here by accident. The will of Rena's great spirit no longer reaches us here. Since my sudden separation from the Great Spirit's influence, I have used any and all means to extend my lifespan. As I have done so, I have also set out to monitor and research Rena and Dana from this position.
A question. What is this great spirit of which you speak?
Correct. The Great Astral Spirit is a large mass of astral energy that fills all of
A voice?
The voice of the Great Spirit speaks to our hearts directly, and we have served it without...
Does that mean it was controlling your minds?
The true ruler of Rena.
Wait, back up. You're telling us this great spirit of yours is the one that ordered you... I'm not sure I believe...
Why not? We've already made contact with the...
Maybe not, but think about what you're saying. If Dana has a will like Rena, then that would mean that we've been controlled by the voice of Dana.
Dana's will hasn't been...
Yeah, but...
Let's assume that what Hevrek 35 claims is even if we had previously been under the control of Dana's will, we would have noticed now that we are...
Your fear is not based in logic. The voice of Dana is much smaller and quieter compared to that of Rena. Rena's astral energy is amassed at its center, whereas Dana's is shared. So thinly is that energy spread that it cannot coalesce and formulate a will. Our findings here indicate...
Which explains why we felt its will where we did. The Wedge and Lenegis are where so much of that energy had been accumulated.
The Great Spirit's desire is to consume all astral energy. As a result, it has turned its attention...
Is that why the crown contest is necessary? So that the great...
Indeed. And it was to that end that we Helganquil devised the crown contest. Had the initial spirit channeling from 300 years ago succeeded, all of Dana's astral energy would have been seized.
But the ceremony failed. Lenegis was severely damaged, and you lost both the Sovereign and the Renasalma.
Correct. A change in plan was required to ensure the spirit channeling's success. However, that is why we turned to Dana.
So that was the real purpose behind the crown contest. An efficient means to harvest the necessary energy from Dana.
This is all happening because of...
Nevertheless, you still haven't answered one of Alphen's original questions.
First, it was to confirm the identities of you, my unexpected...
A request?
I wish for you all to slay the Great Spirit.
I'm sorry, did you...
I did. It is in your best interest.
What makes you say that?
Lenegis has entered the final stage of the spirit channel. As we speak, Dana's energy is being harvested en masse, if nothing is done about the Great Spirit.
You're saying the destruction we saw...
We won't let that happen.
Why do you want us to kill the Great Spirit so badly? Is it...
No. My primary concern is validating our findings and analysis, which have taken... As such, it is my desire to see how your actions impact...
Vengeance?
In spite of our long service to the Great Spirit, our species is on the brink of extinction.
You mean...
At this stage, it would be wise. Ask them what you need to know. Once you have your answer, return...
Others?
I am the only Helganquil who inhabits Dake Phasol.
Hey! Hey!
It's no use. I think it's done talking to us.
You can't see...
To be honest, the conversation...
At the very least. That being said,
The spirit of Rena. But why?
It doesn't matter.
Right.
there is one other... How the Great Spirit, the Helganquil, and the Crown Contest are all...
Now that you mention it, and all that talk, Hevric 35 never even...
Maybe it had a reason for keeping its silence. Let's find out. Who are they?
What is it?
Oh, my apologies. It's just been so long since I've seen any humans from the outside world.
Are you a Renan?
Oh, yeah, I guess so. The Overseer told us to answer any questions you might have. But be quick. Our subjects are undergoing a dramatic shift that we don't want to miss.
What a weird guy.
He must have meant Hevric 35 when he mentioned that Overseer.
And what was that about subjects?
There isn't anyone else we can talk here.
Have you guys lived up here in
Yes. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head just how long. We regularly go into stasis, so our sense of...
Why are you all even here?
Originally, this station was where we...
We heard that the facility ended up in its current location.
Oh, it was terrible. Apparently, there was some kind of accident, and when help...
And you've been working for Hevric?
Well, at first we thought that there was nobody else inside the facility, but then it turned out the Overseer...
What do you mean?
The Helganquil have the technology to cloak themselves around... As long as they don't do anything obvious, a Renan won't see one, even if it's right.
Which would explain why Shion and I failed to notice.
I haven't been able to scientifically confirm it for myself, but from what I understand...
In addition, they also used hypnosis devices and information... It's a pretty sophisticated operation. I have to imagine that's how Lenegus is still run.
But aren't the Helganquil themselves controlled by the Great Spirit? If so, why aren't...
The Great Spirit's mind control only works on Helganquil, so they had to employ other means to manipulate...
You act like this didn't affect you personally. If I was you, I'd be mad as hell.
I mean, sure, I was surprised when I first found out about it, but it happened...
Hevric 35 has clearly ceased concealing itself, though.
Who can say? My guess is it just got bored, or maybe...
Don't you want to go back home to Rena or Lenegus? Our ship is going to be fixed pretty soon.
No way. If we went back after knowing the truth, they'd either just brainwash us or purge us outright.
After all this time, there's nothing to be gained from going back.
Things are going just fine with you. Not that it'll be around much longer. It can extend...
That said, I'm sure it's pleased to see the final stage of the plan before...
Thank you for answering. Can we talk to you for a few minutes?
Sure. It's going to be a while before the two planets...
Please, tell us...
You mean the Overseer...
Well, for starters...
Where...
From Rena? Wait, are you...
Of course not. There's really no such thing as Renans in the first place.
Excuse me?
Oh, I thought the Overseer explained everything.
Apparently not.
Please, tell...
Well, in a nutshell, the Renans were originally created from Danans by the Helganquil.
But if that's true, then that would mean there aren't any people...
There aren't. But there are Helganquil. That's what the name literally means in their language. People of Ren.
But what need could they possibly have to create a whole...
It was a way to bolster their dwindling workforce. I trust you're aware that in essence, we were created to carry on their work for the... They gathered Danans who had an affinity for astral arts and proceeded... That's why we, as their descendants, can all cast...
Let me get this straight. Are you saying Renans were originally created from Danans that the Helgan...
Wait, that explains why almost nobody can use Astro Arts on Dan...
Helganquil technology is truly amazing. The way they alter their... They have these tiny machines that are practically invisible, which they insert into their bodies and...
Enough! You needn't tell us and...
How can you speak so calmly about all of this?
I guess I can see how when viewed in a certain light, but if you ask me, I think they ultimately did us a favor. If it meant their hands had to get a little dirty in the process, then so... Anyway, the Helganquil are the real Renans. Personally, they're also mostly the ones behind what you see going on between the two planets. I think...
I see.
Does he really expect us to believe that Renans never truly...
Dohalim.
Just when I think we're getting to the bottom of it all.
And let's hope this is our last revelation for a while. Do you know anything about...
If you mean the first plan from 300 years ago, then yes.
Yes. It was to use
Exactly. However, there were two problems we had to... Second, we had to figure out how to convert Dana's energy, so...
I take it the solutions to those problems were to use the wedge for the collection.
We have a winner. However, the first plan failed when the Sovereign was overwhelmed and became frenzied. The reason for that is because the Maiden lost control. I'm told he slaughtered many Renans in Helganquil that day. For the next plan, we tried to recreate the Renis Alma, but we didn't have nearly enough of the other. To amend that, we set our sights on Dana and implemented a system where...
And the Crown...
Correct. Since the Maiden had been the failing point in the previous plan, it was... A new Sovereign had to be... It was such tremendously difficult work. Its success was dubious. But from the look...
So that's what the purpose of that room we found in the Forbidden Zone was.
What about the flower that sprouted?
Flower? Oh, that thing. That's the... As I'm sure you've noticed, it's quite a lot of energy. At this point...
Heverick 35 mentioned that this...
It is. I never thought I would live to see the day with my own eyes. And yet here we... Are we done talking now? If it's all the same to you, I'd...
He talks like the...
You've got to remember that these guys have been living alone up here for a long...
It feels like our...
Seriously, I'm still...
Let's take a moment to... I know all of this is a lot to believe.
Agreed. Though...
Everything that's happened.
And to get that energy, then the Helganquil created the Ren...
Plus, the reason the Great Spirit can't directly control the Renans...
Either way, I think it's fair to say we've all had a lot to take in at once. Maybe too much, even. We should probably take it... Why don't we all take...
That's a good idea. If the Renan Greats... Because it's not just Dana on the line, but Rena too. So let's go ahead and break... You sure you don't want to be...
I could ask you.
I figured
I'll go along with you.
Sounds good.
Everyone's just gone their own way, huh?
Yeah, let's hit up each spot.
Oh, it's you two. I know that we're all struggling...
What do you...
On some level, but if that thing's hell-bent on trying to... As for the Renans...
How so?
Coexistence between Danans and Renans. In my case... So...
You kept it...
You mean about the Renans? But...
I know you're already aware of... And if people then find out that they're all actually...
Even just among the Danans. I'm sure... I think if we can find a...
Well, first...
Yeah.
It's no small task. We can't pretend...
Right. Everybody, in a worst-case scenario, it might...
And we all have to figure out how to meet halfway. Not...
That's an interesting way of putting...
It's true. Everybody has their own scars, their own trauma. It won't be achieved, but I think it's a good first... And now, I think I see a way to move...
You both seem off.
Only...
How are you holding up, Rinwell?
Yeah. But I was thinking... Danans probably won't...
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. But even so... So I was...
Rinwell.
That great... Dana's will...
Now that you mention it, Heverick 35 and...
Maybe.
We won't.
I still can't...
You're not the only one still trying to...
Really? You've never...
Did you forget what happened?
It was really...
Yeah, it was. But...
Man.
Law.
I was too worried about that was... But all this talk about other races...
I know this is going...
Oh?
I used to worry all the time about my... And when I realized my... But that's when I finally got it.
In other words, if you let the big...
The thing that all I wanted to...
Not everyone is...
Huh?
It's something... Law. Forget all the big...
Yeah. I'll fight...
apologize for making you witness.
You mean hearing?
Indeed. It's shocking to have so many things.
Even I'm still not sure.
Let's not delude ourselves. If what we've heard, I can only imagine.
That's just part of being alive.
To say the least. But enough about me. I'm not concerned for myself.
When you say the other Renans, you mean the ones that are living on Lenegis, or...
Correct. Putting aside the untold...
So...
And at the same time, there is, after all, and the victims of our...
I didn't expect...
Menancia's, there had been back...
But things can still change if you have the right people to help lead the way. Isn't...
Indeed. On that note...
Oh?
I wish for you to serve as a mediator, so that the Renans can live on Dana peaceably as the one and...
And I take it that...
Yes. I realize that I'm asking... However, the fact... Is it...
No.
You're too kind. I can...
That's some hype.
Then I'll ask once again.
You don't even need...
Thank you.
Well, it sounds...
What about you, Shion?
To be honest, right now, it's...
How do you mean?
Because for a real... I thought I would have never... It's been going on. It was Naori's hope. How it felt.
I don't think Naori was hoping that we would just... She considered me a Danan. As a real... I don't think she wanted...
Huh?
When we were talking to Kisara earlier, about all that, she said that the first step down that path, that means forgiving other people.
Forgiving?
Yeah. If we have...
You know?
It's not going... But if we can do it, I'm sure they'll... I'm there with you, Shion. I think that's the very least...
Yeah.
Whoa there, Savior.
Yes, I know.
Well, is everybody...
I am. There's a lot to think of. I don't care who we're up against.
What are your thoughts, Alphen?
Like Law said, if we have to fight it's trying to rob us of our entire world. That alone. But it's not only that.
You're saying there's a chance?
You're referring to the vision of destruction we all saw in Lenegis?
Yeah. 3 centuries ago, and to hear Shion tell it?
Indeed. Shion's thorns are comprised of dark astral and if Rena's great spirit is what's behind Dana's pending destruction.
Shion's thorns are the Great Spirit? It's not actually...
We don't know anything for certain. At the very...
While the main body...
Shion.
If these thorns really are a part of Rena's...
The question is, suffice it to say, that flower growing out of Rena is enormous.
And we only know about...
Hevric 35 has been observing the... It wouldn't ask us to fight it unless it has a plan of some... Our minds are made up. Let's go give Hevric 35 our answer.
Do you have your answer for me?
We want to ask something. You're asking us to fight an entire planet. You must have something up your sleeve.
The great astral spirit is an immense being, but rather, its will is derived from the... Therefore, if you destroy...
And how are we supposed...
By using the Renas all... You will also need the assistance of both the Using their powers, the maiden shall seal the great astral spirit.
Hold on. That sounds...
Yeah, killing herself to take out the...
She was actually right.
By my calculations, your powers combined should be sufficient to destroy the great...
What will happen to the maiden?
Any matter contained within the field of destruction shall be erased.
So it really will kill...
This method is the most simple one available to...
What are our other...
There is little reason to consider alternative courses of action.
You don't get it. I promised Shion that she wouldn't. We didn't fight this whole time just to give up.
This plan shall lead to the fewest losses in preserving your world.
That's...
It is vital that you proceed with this plan. 300 years ago, the Great Spirit descended upon Lenegis in an attempt to... We have reason to believe the Great Spirit left part of itself behind, and that it now resides...
Which would make Alphen's earlier hypothesis correct.
That part inside the maiden belongs to the core, and can be, so long as it remains, it will be all but in... That is why it is necessary. Without the maiden's direct control over the Great Spirit...
No.
Wait. Naori said that the Renis Alma can suppress the self-realization of astral energy, and that the thorn... If so, can't the same also be done to the Great Spirit, seeing as the thorns are...
Well, Can it?
It is true that the Renis Alma is capable of what you suggest, and could contain the...
Yes!
However, doing so requires fine control on the considering that the Renis Alma was previously lost when that ceremony...
What does that mean for us?
Your starship will not be restored, and you will all be...
Why you...
Fine then.
Alphen?
Whatever we do, if you're fine letting that happen, we want to stop Dana. If all you're gonna do...
Alphen.
What you say is irrational. Be that as it may...
You'll agree?
I am an observer. The Sovereign, Maiden, and Ren... I wish to see how well they work against the Great...
But what are we supposed to do about the Renis Alma?
It is likely that the Renis Alma is with the Great Spirit, functioning as a...
So our only option to retrieve it is to head straight for the Great Spirit.
According to my observations, the astral energy is...
So right in the middle of that giant...
I have one more question. What will happen to Reno?
Without the will of the Great Spirit, Rena is predicted to collapse.
So you're saying that even if we manage to beat the Great Spirit with...
Likely, the collapse will occur in stages. It is...
Man, I wish...
Hevrek 35 and the others have gotten used to fix our starship.
Excellent.
But I want to make one thing clear. Remember that.
It matters little to... Repair work on your starship has commenced. Finished.
Man, is it too much to ask for Hevrek 35 to talk like a normal person? I swear I can feel my brain starting to fry after listening to all that complicated
You still thinking about...
I am.
You're worried about
The fact that our people...
But you still intend to confront...
Well, I did declare that even as I dream of retirement,
I'm sure you'll do great.
Now that I think about it, I don't believe I've ever heard you criticize or reproach us Renans even...
I'm no saint. I have skeletons in my closet. But you changed that, thanks to your reform. Of course. But we knew that not when it comes down to...
That is, in essence.
Yeah, but as soon as you...
I understand what you're saying. Realistically...
Even if we can build a system...
So you wish for people...
Yes, I do. Do you still plan to return to London?
Indeed I do.
You'll always have a home in Minute.
As I...
Well, if you ever need a helping hand, don't hesitate to come... Doe.
Did you just... Thank you, Kisa. I appreciate your patience as I work all this out.
Don't even mention... Don't you think that... Yeah, I think I do too.
Hey, why'd you call me here? Was there something you wanted to talk...
So I wanted to...
Apologize?
I was being real. I get why you were angry, so...
No, Law. Of course you were worried.
But you...
Yeah, but I think...
Believe?
Remember how I...
Yeah, of course.
When we rescued, it was the first time. Then it made me want...
So that...
Yeah.
Well, all right. Then I promise I'll lay off bad-mouthing it.
You will?
There's no way...
That's not quite true.
You...
I sensed it when we first got here. But I think that...
So you're saying there's a little bit of... In a way...
What?
Well,
Yeah.
Hevrek 30, but... So thanks, Rinwell.
Ah.
To be honest, I feel...
Huh?
Never mind.
Huh?
Saying, I don't remember. No,
Thinking?
that's not what
Then spit it out!
You sure you don't? Same as you.
Remember when it...
Ages and ages.
If I hadn't run in, I wouldn't have my...
Hey, Alphen. I want you to
Yeah?
If we can't find, like Hevrek, I need you to promise me, Alphen. You'll use the blazing sword to destroy the Great Spirit.
Huh?
It's true the blazing sword may not have the strength of the Renaissance, but it's taken us this far. It's slain lords and beasts.
You can't be serious.
Listen, the Great Spirit isn't just our problem. We don't know what's going. I promise. But if it comes down...
Okay, but you should know that I hope you can forgive me for that.
Alvin, okay. So it's a...
Yeah, it's a problem.
I remember how I felt the first time you touched... My thorns made any contact a mistake no one would ever make twice. After they'd seen what could happen. But when you reached out to me, and I don't have words for the shock.
That's because I couldn't feel pain.
Even once you could, though, you still chose to keep reaching out to me. But still...
You won't have to worry.
You think so?
I do, because...
No. You can tell...
Everybody get enough rest? We ready for this?
Yeah, we...
Agreed. Can't...
Our task is relatively straight.
We're fighting for...
Right.
Then let's go, everybody.
Repairs on your starship are...
Is that you, Hevrek 30?
I can. I can see anywhere with...
Sounds like someone's...
Maybe we should give Hevrek 35...
I have unlocked all functions.
Warp drive? Wait, you...
It's possible that the Red Women may have found a way to activate it on the starship.
Using the warp drive, you should be able to breach Rena's...
Wait. Shh.
You'll need to be careful. Due to the force field surrounding Rena.
So, once we reach the shell, it appears we'll have to infiltrate the...
We gotta go all the...
Will all the Helganquil...
The extinction of my people. As such, it would be ill...
Can't that thing lighten up a bit?
Well,
Hold up.
You heard the lady.
I have one...
What?
As Sovereign, your identification number indicates that you are well past your predicted life expectancy. Similarly, the Maiden lacks any identification number, as her function should have been rendered unnecessary. Despite this, the two of you continue to exist. Why?
We exist because others have entrusted this to us. Over the years, many people have come...
You mean it is because of multiple chance interactions? Why have you two continued to persist under these conditions?
It's hard to explain. All right, time to get back on the phone lines.
It would appear that our Helganquil host really has fulfilled its end.
You know what that...
I guess this means...
There's nothing here. This weird ocean we're...
I don't sense even at this world is...
Then this must be the Hollow.
You mean to tell me this whole world?
And it's covering everything.
This is what the Great Spirit does. After it depleted this planet of every last speck of
So arresting.
back in its day, Rena, but after being robbed of its astral energy for so long...
So the Great Spirit took everything.
And it bound the Helganquilans.
with nothing left here to consume.
You're saying if...
We can be sure
If the Oblivion and Darkness both... It looks like we can climb down. Let's take a look.
So this is Ren.
A hollowed...
What do you...
Come to... Oh,
This is a sec...
no, because...
Taking an interest is...
Looks like we're not...
You think I...
Looks like we've warped into that pit of astral energy.
Helganquil!
Guess they don't need their red woman.
Wait, can you understand us?
It's no use.
So they really are being...
I knew there was something off here!
They're not pulling punches. We have no choice but to beat them at their own game.
By the power of water!
It does it!
Mega Ray!
I'll take you all on! I'll tear you apart!
Sleep now! Let them alone!
I can
Maybe
handle
this
this!
one!
Here, hit
This one's mine!
Burn!
The enemy wields arms too.
We'll soon see about that!
You made quick work of them!
Want me to fix you?
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Megasonic thrust!
I really owe you one.
Megasonic thrust!
Lightning condemn!
Megasonic thrust!
Illuminated! Water! Hear my call! Lightning dreams!
I can carve through in a bind. I'm on a roll now.
Swallow blade!
Burning strike! Lightning condemn! Now! Will this work?
Megasonic kill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
There you go, Alphen!
It's time to end this battle.
I'm right beside
Not
you!
today!
Healing circle! Thanks so much!
Megasonic
Water!
thrust!
Thanks for the healing! Watch it! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble.
Alphen,
I can't forgive, but I hate killing.
Perhaps.
Yeah,
I wonder if we're going to get attacked again.
If we lose heart now, this whole mission is over. We have to stay the course.
Is this a dead end?
It appears this whole room functions as an elevator. That apparatus there...
What the? Where did they come from?
Less worry, more action. Concentrate. Wind astral
Megasonic thrust!
I'm not so good with airborne targets. I owe you, Sion. Healing is what my arsenal does. All mine can do is go and magic and turn that down. No sooner said than done.
More Suko?
Keep calm and take them down.
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever say no? As impressive as always. Illuminate the dark!
Here I hope that wasn't
Mine!
proof.
No, I mean you're even better than ever. I've never seen Sion actually look lovely. Do it!
Megas the flame inside me, yours to be let free.
Where are you going?
Megasonic thrust!
Reinforcements! Illuminate the dark!
Here! Swallow dance!
Enemies incoming!
Then we'll take them down.
What would I do? Magic is there! You can pierce evil!
Megasonic thrust! More?
Holy
See
land!
what happened there as you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that.
Megasonic thrust!
I'm on!
Glimmer Dragon!
I
Megasonic
can't imagine what we'd do without you, Renwell. Who, me? That's a little much, don't you think? I'm serious. You're a lifesaver.
Here! Dragon Shout! Megasonic thrust!
Dirt! Dirt! Now! I guess you have to use this now and again.
Told ya. Lies unstoppable.
Shame you're not like that all the time.
Megasonic thrust!
Eagle
Here I come! Here! Megasonic the flame inside me, yours to be let
Healing
free!
circle!
More?
What a so much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint. This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alphen!
It's time more!
You're really strong, Alphen!
I'm just trying to do the best.
Holy land! Still, it's reassuring to have you around. With the wind! In here! This healing circle!
Here! Megasonic! You picked the wrong fight!
Eagle armor won't save you.
Shining
In a
supernova!
bind.
Megasonic
Now!
thrust! Here!
Hurricane.
Healing circle! Seal!
Megasonic thrust! Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Here I come! I'm not done! You're finished!
Mega ray! By the
Ready to
power
go.
of water!
Dragon Shell!
Burning
this.
Let the marksman handle this!
We did it!
Not again!
The astral energy is surging around me.
How do you even know about all that astrally stuff?
Same way I know what
Even in such a harsh environment as this, there are still creatures here?
Do you think they're native to Rena? Or could they be Zoogle somehow?
Whatever they are, they're dangerous. Watch yourselves around them.
You think that pit stretches all the way to Rena's core?
That's true. And if we go down, we should find the Great Spirit at the...
We could get there even faster if we simply jump down instead.
You sound alarmingly serious when you say that.
Guess I misread the landing. These structures don't look like anything built by the Renans. Not even what we saw in the Forbidden Zone.
Perhaps this is the true architectural style of the Helganquil. Or perhaps the opposite, given their situation.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Try this! I'll run you through! Swallow Blade! Try this! Hurricane! Here it comes!
I'm just getting warmed up.
This one's mine!
Burn!
Shouldn't have messed with me. I'm on.
Megasonic Drop!
We got the advantage.
Good. Now we just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, because Raw's on it. I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry. I've got your back.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Oh, violent darting wind! Hard now through wall! Careful! It has some kind of camouflage! All the power of my healing arts to accomplish this.
Oh, it's you!
Resurrection! Whoa!
Megasonic Drop!
Magic is out!
Now you see what I can do!
Holy Lamp!
Yours to be let free! Not today!
Water, hear my call!
Megasonic Drop!
Hurricane! Light ash crazy
Lightning tear!
I'm on a roll now!
Dance to the wind! Air thrust! I will hold you all! Magic is there! In here!
I owe you one.
Thanks, Shion.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
I'm going to need to use all the power of my...
Charge like that
it's
could
in the
easily be
sky-
fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
What a leap!
Here! Tear! Megasonic Drop!
What's this? Raging! This is bad, right? Yeah, very bad.
It's go time!
Sometimes the best thing to do is just want to. Astral energy!
Say no more.
I don't think I'm going to be able to do any more healing for now.
We are freaking invincible!
Dalton and the others truly are strong. What about me? This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
Lightning condemned!
I'm on here!
Illuminate the dark! Do it! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Hi, Hoodle!
Megasonic thrust! You picked the wrong fight!
Supernova!
Save you!
Megasonic thrust!
I think I'll pass on the hand.
Thunder Dragon! Infernal
On a roll now!
All the power of my healing arm. Here's a healing arm. It's showtime! Air thrust!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Megasonic thrust! Here!
Let the marksman handle it.
Megasonic thrust!
Hurricane, watch it!
Raging storm!
Megasonic thrust!
Eagle assault!
Shine!
It's too much.
Here's a healing arm. Raging storm!
Megasonic thrust!
Razor cyclone!
This one keeps charging us.
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Illuminate the dark!
I'll leave it to you! Eat dirt!
Do it! Sora! I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life! I'm even stronger than before.
Art expert coming through! Rise and shine!
I'll tear you apart!
Megasonic thrust!
That's like it does it!
Megasonic thrust!
Your head! That's not even fair!
I'll finish you here and now!
Megasonic thrust!
Here's evil! Not on my watch!
Far enough!
Freeze Lancer! Dance in the wind!
Here!
Recover!
Watch it!
Let me help!
Infernal turret!
There you go!
Raging
Prepare to be sealed, O fleet of foot.
Actually, perhaps found is more appropriate.
Less talking,
Shouldn't
more
have messed
doing.
with me!
Sometimes the best medicine is humble and swallow too.
There!
From death's abyss. Holy Land!
Take this!
Where are you going?
I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Eat this! I'll end you!
Megasonic thrust!
Hear me! Flame of stone! Lightning orb!
Here!
Illuminate again!
Megasonic
I'm
thrust!
up! Holy trigger!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Burn!
Mega ray!
Watch this!
Swallow blade!
Thunder Dragon!
Infernal turret! Here!
Crumble!
Take that!
Leap forward! Me.
Huddle!
Talon Hurricane!
Megasonic thrust! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
We're still standing. Barely.
Gotta break through!
They're surrounded!
Megasonic thrust!
Confiscated!
Armor won't save you!
Lunar blast!
It can hide it, though? Amazing!
I'm going to need to all the power of my Holy Land!
Take this!
Resurrection!
We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
See what happened there as
No
you
time to
crossed.
hold back.
Into the
shouldn't have done that.
This one's all mine.
Dance in the wind!
Rip and tear!
Burn!
Sleep now. Let's get you all out of corruption!
You're done! I'll tear you apart! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! I'm on it!
Megasonic thrust!
Chinese
Eagle side!
Megasonic thrust!
Steering flag! Reload! There!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Here!
That'll bring you down!
Megasonic thrust! Here!
Astral energy!
Megasonic
Here's the healing
thrust!
arc!
Now I'm in trouble!
Megasonic
Now!
thrust! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
How much longer will our healing arts last?
What do you think this place was for?
What the hell?
No. They appear to be well preserved. However...
Dead?
Looks that way. However, none of them appear to...
Bear in mind that Renans were originally Danans, who were remade, and knowing that, they would have needed a place to perform the procedure.
And that place is here.
So what you're saying is that all of these are Danan? Or rather, Renan bodies?
Most likely, yes. It must have been abandoned for...
There are so many of them.
What is that thing?
Something we have to fight if we want to get across, it seems.
Be careful! It's huge!
What is with all the huge lumbering beasts lately?
It's no ordinary zoo. That much is damn sure.
Watch yourself. All bets are off when it comes to this thing.
Photon blast!
One's all mine!
Smash you!
Megasonic burn in hell!
Here are Here I
Talon storm!
Megasonic
Ready to go! Talon hurricane!
here!
Can't get out of this!
Mega Ray!
Megasonic thrust!
I'm just getting started!
Here goes! Super damage now!
River!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Its head is sweet point? We'll need to bring it down somehow to hit it.
In that case, let's start with the one in the middle.
Here!
Wind astral energy!
Dragon shout!
Take this!
I'll finish you here and now! Eat this! Rip and tear!
Megasonic thrust!
Light astral energy!
Swallow dance!
Hit! Illuminate the dark! This one's mine!
Megasonic
Staying
thrust! Burn
around!
in hell!
Shattering holy light! Hear me! Flame of
Megasonic
fury!
thrust! Here!
Glacial spear! Pierce evil!
Smash you!
Megasonic! Here!
Freeze lancer!
Megasonic thrust! Here!
By the power of
Megasonic!
take it with a hurricane!
Rip and tear! I'm just getting started!
Here,
Megasonic thrust! Stay away from my friend!
From death to this!
Here!
Resuscitation! Let me show you what my art can do! I still got the silent shine!
Take this!
Thanks
I'm
so
not
much!
done! Megasonic
Almost
thrust!
there!
Oh, close enough. Take it away, Mom.
I thought you'd never ask!
That move!
Here comes the big one!
Holy
Inferno
Land!
turret! Here!
Reload!
Megasonic thrust! Here! You picked the wrong fight!
I can carve through armor!
Swallow the
Thunder blade!
What is it?
Hey, you okay?
I can still do this!
That'll bring you down! Raging, let's go! Show you what my art can do! Rise and shine! Astral
Lost my
energy!
focus!
Resurrection!
I really owe you one.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Megasonic thrust!
Oh, now I'm real mad.
The enemy is going all out!
Megasonic thrust!
Now!
Remember!
Astral energy!
Say no more. The hell was that?
Probably something that was made here.
What's wrong?
Oh, I just suddenly found myself contemplating what might have happened at the... What do you mean? You see, the winners of the past crown contests were all strong astral art. Furthermore, that enemy we just fought appeared to be composed of several human bodies.
You're saying those were the remains of the winner?
I'm merely saying...
That's...
It was Rena's great spirit that made them do it.
We're not gonna jump down, right?
I certainly hope not.
After hearing Donalim's suggestion, I'm honestly not sure what to say.
I assure you all, I was merely stating the possibility.
We're back in that other room? Did the teleporter fail or something?
Something feels off about it.
Look! Everything's upside down!
The furnishings are at least. No, you're right. The whole room's flipped on its head.
So what was once down is now up, and vice versa. I suppose the teleporter reversed our orientation then.
I guess this is the flip side of that pathway we were walking on just a little while ago.
This is crazy. Who knew such amazing technology existed?
Everything's up! It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out!
Megasonic thrust!
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint.
Nope, that isn't. I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! First strike!
Will this help?
Talon core!
Champion out!
Take this!
I owe you, Tion. Healing is what my arts do best.
Now, while it's reeling!
All I can do is cause havoc and destruction.
Yours to be let free!
Illuminated
you hear it now?
Megasonic thrust!
Holy glimmer! Holy land! I can't hold on much longer!
No further! Talon hurricane! Eagle fly! Talon hurricane!
This one's mine!
Let's tear him up! I'll stop this charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Eat this!
Megasonic thrust! Megasonic
Now!
thrust! Totally! In an instant! Impact cross!
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in hiding. Man, if that's the case.
What are those?
Not real ones, though.
We must be getting...
Hey, Rinwell. What was...
Right. That's why Dana's great spirit is... Whether it was a choice so it did...
If that's true, then would...
So if Dana exists within that unity could...
You mean if everybody...
I know it's a lot...
Let's assume that's even possible.
If nothing else, it might be...
Things are different here than on the surface.
That shows how deeply we've ventured into Rena.
And how close we've come to the real enemy.
dispose of the trash.
Dance in the wind!
Away! I'll cover you. Got company! Recover! Ready!
I'm gonna shatter any steel!
I'm all stuffed up!
That's the airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly! Enemies incoming!
Then we'll take them down!
All dead! Laser spear! Pierce angles! You're really
More
strong
super?
out there! Keep calm and
just
take
trying to
them
do the
down!
best I can.
Still, it's reassuring to have you around. As impressive as always. Will this
Here I hope there was improvement.
No, I mean you're even better than ever. I've never seen Xion actually look flustered. Much more incoming! They're primed and ready! This one's mine! Let the marksman handle this! Annihilation! Hear me! Flame of fury! Not much longer to go. Reinforcements?
I'm on it! Coming quick!
How's this? That'll bring you down! Lightning condemned!
Can't get out of this! More? Easter!
I'm going to need to use all the power of my healing arts to
As
accomplish
soon as I'm done here, I'll come help out.
How could a girl ever say no? Take it! Go! Mega Ray! Watch and field!
You're mine!
This will come not in your dreams!
Armor won't save you!
Megasonic
Lightning
drop!
You see what happened there as you crossed me? Shouldn't have done that!
Mega Ray!
Megasonic drop!
Now! Ridwell! Astral energy! Full throttle! A flawless victory! Naturally! Mega Ray!
Megasonic drop!
Sweet now!
Rip and
Take
tear!
this! No escape!
Leave the enemy's arc to me!
You're mine!
No place here!
Maybe my arcs do have a place in this world.
Sure. There's tons you can do.
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both.
Eagle
I'll fix you up. Illuminate magic
Megasonic drop!
Holy Lance! Take it! Go!
Eat them!
Mega Ray!
More?
Where are you going? Illuminate the magic! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
There you go, Alpha!
It's time to end this battle.
Here! I'm right beside you!
Megasonic thrust!
A whirling cold water! Hear my power!
Megasonic thrust!
Spread!
Here! Eagle assault!
Turn it! Do it!
I think I'm getting stronger.
Oh yeah? Think you could beat me at arm wrestling?
When have I not beaten you?
Right. I'll just go on ahead then. The Zoogles here are putting up a real fight. That just goes to show how important this place is.
Or perhaps they simply thrived for...
The astral energy here is so dense.
I know the Great Spirit's will is in this, so doesn't that...
I would say that is horrifying.
What's the matter, Rick?
No, it's nothing like that.
You mean Rena's energy?
Yeah, it's like when I made contact,
But Rena's will is supposed to be a lot.
I don't think we have to worry if we can discern what the Great Spirit is thinking too.
Are you insane? Rinwell, you're gonna...
Rinwell!
There was only meant to be one world. And your goal is this? What just happened?
Are you all right? Rinwell?
No,
What were you thinking?
He's right.
I'm sorry. I really am. But Rena's great spirit wants to complete...
What's that supposed to mean?
Yes, exactly. But that never happened. They've stayed separated, and the great...
What do you mean, one world?
I don't know, but its will is clear. The only problem is that since Rena's energy isn't evenly spread...
So it's trying to absorb Dana.
The great spirit, but it's not scared the way...
Like an animal. At the very least, Earth. The Renis Alma, as far as we know, the only host knowing all that.
That sounds a lot like Shield. And if her thorns are part of the trying to save themselves?
Alphen, what is it?
We thought the only way to free your thorns was for you to die. Something wasn't adding up, but then I just realized something. Those same emotions, that fear.
In that case, is that why her thorns cause...
If that's all true, then...
The Great Spirit merely expresses its...
Shion.
I'm okay. We need to hurry and clear...
Still, even if the...
If the world had been whole from the start, there'd be no Dana and no Ren...
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! I'll tear you apart! Now I'm in the groove!
It's weakened!
This ends now!
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint, I hear.
Nope, that is just
That's my cue! You going?
Shut him down!
Holy Land! Let me show you what my art can do! Rise and shine!
Megasonic thrust!
Hit!
Here I come!
Oh, violent body!
Come on!
on my fire!
In here!
Megasonic thrust! You're mine! Here!
Now!
River!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
Wherever we go on this planet, there are machines littered everywhere.
It's impressive to look at as a bystander. I sure wouldn't want to live here with all of this around.
I know what you mean. There are no fish here. I couldn't cook any of my...
No choice!
Ready and go!
Here! Ignite!
I can carve through armor!
Megasonic thrust!
Get you all tucked away!
Try it! Megasonic thrust!
I'm just getting started!
Mega Ray!
These fists have got your name on them! Far enough! Big blast!
Here!
Art expert, coming through!
Is this it?
Don't leave me! Here's a healing art!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Oh, violent darting wind! I'll bring
you back.
Not done yet! Here!
Feel failure!
Megasonic
Getting started!
This one I never miss!
The picture
Megasonic thrust! Here!
Do it! Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Hey, anyone else think this might be a touch too... dangerous?
Ridwell's right. We should fall back to regroup and try again later.
shouldn't have messed with me!
Be let free!
Burn! Here's a healing.
I'll smash you!
Swallow blade! Try this!
Hold on to your arts. Here I come!
Infernal turret! Here!
Thunderblade!
Megasonic
Illuminate the
thrust!
sky!
Ready to go!
They're not playing around!
I'm on a roll now!
Thunderfield!
I'm on it!
This should do it!
Keep on trying us!
I don't know
You
what my
know the
shield's
word
for.
defeat.
Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Inside me yearns to be let free!
I may have bit off more than I could chew.
The picture of hell!
This one's mine! Get the way wall! Heal!
Rods in pain.
Let's get you out of vessel!
Now I can let loose!
Magna Ray!
Why'd you do it?
To stop you dying?
You'll pay for that!
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alphen!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm ready to strike you!
Megasonic thrust! Here!
Heavy rain!
Megasonic thrust!
Take this!
Here!
Hear my call!
Megasonic thrust! Take this! Strike!
I'll finish you today!
Megasonic thrust! Here!
Now you see what I can do!
Not today!
Lunar corruption!
Megasonic thrust! Here!
Leave this! To me!
Megasonic thrust! Totally! In an instant! Impact thrust!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this. Hi, Hoodle!
Megasonic thrust! Here! Megasonic thrust! Here! Megasonic
Do it!
Here!
Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Right, next one. Do it!
Already on!
I'll never miss!
Here!
Let's get you all tucked away.
Megasonic thrust!
More with
It's on!
Raging cascade!
Ignite! And more than can all burn out!
Bizarra! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Don't get complacent.
Hi, Hoodle!
Megasonic thrust!
Freaking does it! Take this! That's much. Now you see what I can do!
Corruption! This world!
Megasonic thrust!
Water!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Here we go again!
Megasonic thrust! Here!
Eat this!
Megasonic thrust! Here!
Dance in the wind! Lunar corruption!
It's over!
By the power!
Megasonic thrust! Here I come! Stay away from my friend!
Water!
Megasonic thrust! It's on! You picked the wrong fight!
I
can
feel the medicine working.
Here!
Downfall!
Megasonic thrust!
Lunar corruption! I'm ready! That's gonna smart.
Take this! I'm not done!
Here we go again!
Here I go!
The enemy feels on
Do it! You'll soon see them! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I think I'm getting stronger.
So those thorns of shields. They're really a part of Rena's great spirit?
Most likely. But only a small fragment of it in the big picture. I don't sense a will of its own emanating from them.
If it's that insignificant, is there that much point getting rid of it?
Choice.
Pieces! Attack time! Into the center! That's freaking to be sealed!
Here!
I'll smash
It's
you!
a duel of the arts!
In a bind? I'll end you! Slow
pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Ignite! Watch it! Watch it! Watch it! Megasonic thrust! Glimmer crack!
They got me flanked! Leave the enemy's arcs to me!
Now I'm in the groove. There's no complaints here.
You are in tip-top shape!
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever say no?
As impressive as always.
Here I hope that wasn't true.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever. I've never seen Sion actually look desperate.
This'll come in handy. Blah, 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 magic!
Megasonic thrust! Here! Glimmer crack! Megasonic
Do it!
thrust!
Astral energy! Full throttle! A flawless victory.
Megasonic thrust!
Naturally.
Tornado Alpha!
Attack!
We can't lay a finger on it.
I prefer that.
Now I'm in the groove.
What about you?
Just watch and see.
Where are you going? Here's
Megasonic thrust!
These fists have got your name on them.
Swallow blade!
Let's go breakdown!
Glimmer dragon!
Mega Ray!
Eagle
Annihilation
assault!
tile!
I'm not done!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Eat this! Talon storm!
Megasonic
now
thrust!
you're talking!
Here!
Here goes!
Here!
Alright!
Megasonic
Now!
thrust!
Eagle! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action. Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
Hey, new equipment! A dead end.
Why don't we just use...
Wait!
Jeez!
No, it's just... This is...
It's the moment of truth. Either we get through this.
We've come this far.
It's time to relegate the past.
No, this isn't the end.
a world without...
Let's get going.
Our future. For the freedom. Let's go! Hold on. Are we on that giant flower?
We're finally here then.
But then, where is the core of the Great Spirit? Or the Renaissance, for that matter.
According to Hevrek 35, this should be where we find the core.
Rinwell, do you sense anything?
This is definitely where the energy of the Great Spirit is strongest, but... what's giving off the most energy is the flower we're standing on.
That said, We're not gonna be able to destroy something this huge. You want me to hit it and see what happens?
Hey, look!
Renasolma!
Is that right? Dana's astral energy? But why?
What?
Stay sharp! Something's coming!
Spirit's core?
And in order to fight us, it's taken on this form?
My thorns. I feel them whirling inside me. They're getting restless. I'm certain of it. This is the source of my thorns, and of my visions. This is the darkness that will consume all existence.
Almost inside that thing. I don't think we'll win this fight without it. We have to get it back.
We will find a way somehow.
Agreed. And now that it has a physical form, cutting through it's what we'll do.
Great Spirit, I understand you want to live. You've made that very clear. However, if you're planning on destroying everything, then first,
you'll have to get through us. Everyone, let's go!
We're not energy for you to consume. And we're not puppets for you to control!
Only humankind has a right to determine their own future. We will never let something like you take that away from us.
I'm sorry, but we won't let you take any more away from us. We'll do whatever it takes to stop you.
I fight to cloak sounds of anguish from our world, that it may be filled with joy and peace once again.
Give it back. Give it all back. Give us back our world and give me back my own life.
Once and for all, we are going to end centuries of terror and death. Right here, right now.
Burning strike! Pierce the evil! Illuminate the dark!
Freaking turret!
Holy land!
Megasonic thrust!
The picture of Pierce!
Stay away from my friend! It's over!
Raging cascade!
I owe you one.
I'll bring you back from death to this! The enemy is going all out!
Megasonic distance!
Lightning! Lightning!
Mega flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Blow away! Damn it!
Megasonic thrust!
Astral lightning condemned! Illuminate
Tear you apart! Megasonic thrust!
Back into the fray!
Blow away!
Mega ray! Illuminate the dark!
Come on! Here we go again! Megasonic thrust! Pierce! I won't lose. Not now, not ever. Here we go again.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Will this help?
Crumble! Can't move!
Don't give up! Thanks so much! Raging cat, and ready!
Now you see what I can do!
That'll bring you down! Far enough! just what the doctor ordered. You're attacking from behind. That's my cue.
Shut him down.
What in the world is this round thing?
What a tech. Is this a Lord's handiwork?
I'm past being surprised.
I say we destroy it, and quick!
All good things come to an end. That's much better.
Megasonic thrust!
Here goes!
The flame inside me yearns
Raging
to be let
storm!
free! Dragon shell!
I can't heal you forever. I owe you, Sion. Healing is what my art is best. All mine can do is cause havoc and
got your
destruction.
name on him.
Do it! Stockpile. This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
After all that, it's still standing. Just how strong is this thing?
Doesn't matter. We just have to keep kicking its ass until it bites the dust.
The Great Spirits!
Damn. Must have been conserving its energy for an escape.
That bastard took off with the Renis Alma!
We can't stand here and wait for it to come back. We'll have to follow it through there.
You're right. I don't like it, but we've got no choice.
Yeah. No matter what, we can't let it get away.
All right, let's go.
I'm surprised we can stand here.
Beats me. I've never seen it.
Look!
What in the world? It's changing shape.
Oh, this is bad. It looks like it's...
Damn it.
Watch out! Some...
Guess they're here to try to stop us.
That means we've got it running scared.
Get out of our way already!
I didn't expect such base tactics from a supreme being.
You can't assume we're fighting something that thinks like a human!
Whatever it is, it's wasting time that we don't have.
Yeah, not only that, but that thing is getting bigger by the minute.
It's starting to slow down the more it grows. We should be able to catch up soon enough.
We just need to hold on. Stay strong, everyone, and stand your ground. Not today!
Far enough!
Here!
Where are you going?
You shouldn't have messed with
Stop
me.
its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Megasonic thrust! Megasonic thrust!
Corruption!
Megasonic
By the
thrust!
power of
Here
water!
we go again.
More
Megasonic
Lazarite!
thrust! Here!
Gemini Aqua!
I've let you on to that.
Stay away from my friends!
Go get it by the power of water!
Megasonic!
I'll
Megasonic thrust! Is this it?
Precipitation!
I owe you.
Lightning Earth!
Here!
I'll tear you
No
apart.
further! Megasonic thrust!
Everyone, get back! It's too dangerous! All disasters made one! Come forth and heal in security! Maelstrom! Healing circle! Ready to go! Just what I'm all stuffed up!
Megasonic thrust!
I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar! Hit! Look at it! Dance in the wind! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
I'm going to need to use all the power...
Megasonic thrust! Not today! Megasonic thrust!
Ready
Here!
to rip.
Megasonic thrust! Here!
Thanks.
Eagle Fly.
Go through it!
I'm not done!
Dust to dust!
Megasonic thrust!
Dance in the wind!
Megasonic thrust!
Healing circle!
That freaking does it. It's time. I really owe you.
Megasonic thrust!
Now I'm real mad. Now I'm in trouble.
I'm out of ammo! Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
crash!
We caught up to it.
Hold on. Why did it stop?
Like it or not, it lacks the means to do so whilst fighting us. We've become the bigger threat and forced its hand.
All right, then. Let's keep...
This madness ends! Right here, right now! And this time, we really mean it!
We've all come so far. We've faced so much. We can't get through this. Together.
Naturally, we are all leaving this fight alive.
Hell, I'm just getting warmed up! You ain't seen nothing yet!
The Great Spirit's getting desperate. So stay on your toes, everyone.
Come on, roll now!
I'll heal you all!
Here I come!
Its power's overwhelming.
Then let's whittle down that thing's power. Go!
Right. Let's start with the arms.
Let's do this! Law! You and me! From here on out! We did it!
Yeah! Infernal turret!
Amazing! All that astral energy!
I don't like the look of this.
We have to stop it! And fast! Strike! Strike! Burn!
Lightning! Dragon down!
Megasonic thrust!
Here's a healing arc!
Here! Eagle assault! Megasonic thrust!
Need to pull myself together. Water, hear my call!
Try this!
Spread!
Yodeling!
No more dithering!
Our future begins here!
Always impressive.
I guess that makes two of us then.
Another one!
Now all that's left is the middle!
Let's do it!
Talon Hurricane!
I'll heal you
Infernal
all!
turret! There!
Healing circle!
Try this! Dragon shell!
Need to pull myself together.
Infernal turret!
Primed and ready.
I really
Here. This one's mine. Who wants to die yet?
thrust!
Come to an end. Lightning! Let me show you what my heart can do.
Megasonic thrust!
All the power.
Here!
Let me show you what my heart can
Megasonic thrust! Eat this! Talon Hurricane! Sliver Strike! Here!
Anything in armor is all mine.
Burn! Eagle assault! Armor won't save us! Just getting
No further!
Here! Swallow dance! Megasonic thrust! Here! Megasonic thrust!
Everyone okay?
Still alive somehow, if that's what you mean.
Here, let me heal you.
Here!
The enemy wields arcs too.
We'll soon see about that.
Not done yet!
Resuscitate!
Megasonic thrust!
Take it! And again!
Shield, it's you and me!
This is it!
This ends now!
Alphen!
both fine. We're going to start the ceremony now, before it can recover. Shion.
Yeah.
I've returned, just as I told you I would.
Hurry! The Great Spirit is reviving itself!
Shion! Absorbing the Great Spirit!
Apologies. I can't suppress it for very long.
Hand it over right now. You plan to use this to defeat the Great Spirit. Which is precisely why I'm here. Stand aside and watch. So then you know how to destroy the Great Spirit. Just as well as you and your sorry lot. The Great Spirit that tried to control me will be annihilated. I won't let you do that! Yet do it I shall. And there's nothing you can do to stop me. You bastard! I shall fulfill my duty as a ruler. With this power, I'll bury that woman and the Great Spirit. Then this charade will finally end. Save everyone. And Shion! Silence. I'll tear you apart, slay the girl and the Great Spirit, and erect a fortress of death over both of you.
What do you get from this? When you have all that power, what will you do?
My dominion shall reign over all existence. Nothing else matters.
That's it? This is so you can rule over all existence just because? Despicable as they were, even the other lords, even the Great Spirit had a future. Right. But you had nothing. Only death. So what? It matters little to me. You are pathetic. Truly pathetic. And you're not. You are failure. Empty. A sovereign who couldn't even die in his own time as he was meant to. You're right. I used to wonder why I was still alive after so long. There are things in this world, in the here and now, that are worth protecting. That's why I'm still here.
And I won't let you take them away!
You will beg me for mercy!
Try harder! Burn! Enough of your foolishness! Mega Devastation! control others to keep from being controlled. But that's a path of never-ending hatred. Don't you understand? It can only end in destruction. The only way to avoid it is with forgiveness! The words of a coward. The weakness disgusts me. You're wrong. It takes true power to forgive! I have no use for forgiveness. The strong shall always triumph here.
You say that because you've been alone so long. If you had someone, anyone to turn to, a single friend, someone to love, people who would support and guide you, you can't have been alone your whole life. Remember the lashes of lips. Each strike spreading a skein of fire across my back. The masters who killed slaves for sport, and the slaves who sacrificed their compatriots that they might live. There is no love, no friendship, not there or anyone else. Is there no way to do this differently? Enough! You gamble the fate of this world to save a single life, and yet I am the evil one? How utterly ridiculous. It's true. Maybe it is selfish of me to want to save her, but I swore that I would let no one else be sacrificed in this battle. I can't bear to see her die. You and I are so much more alike than I had ever imagined. No, we're not. I want a world built on kindness, on giving, on warmth. You take and destroy. I'm nothing like you.
Explosive ring! Try this! Explosive ring! Fruit of all others shall be banished! Try this! Explosive ring! Try this!
The blazing sword, with the power Xion has bestowed upon me.
I'll take you down! Easter! Power is all! Explosive ring! Try this! It's over! You are the last obstacle impeding my progress! Die! That's my line! I'll show you the limits of your solitude! What you've done is evil. There's no denying that. I know you didn't walk your path out of weakness, but merely from misguided strength. Misguided because you were alone. Because you had no friends to keep you on the straight and narrow. No one to use all that strength for, other than yourself. That loneliness could make a monster out of anyone. Out of me. I understand. And I forgive you, Volron. I don't need your victor's pity. And you can choke on your vain forgiveness. Don't! You wish to save this world? To make your selfish dreams into reality? If you choose to walk that path, you choose a path of betrayal, despair, and corruption. And in the darkness at the end, I'll be waiting for you! Volron! The Renis Alma is...
Yes. But you still possess the blazing sword. It may not be quite as strong as the Renis Alma, but nonetheless...
I can't! I would never! It would kill you!
My thorns, they're... Soon the great astral spirit will break free. And when that happens, no one will be spared. But there's still time. You can still destroy the thorns. And me with them.
But that's exactly what we've been fighting to prevent. I promised I would find a way to save you.
You did. I know. But I don't want you to die either. So please, don't let me be the end of the world.
That's it. Look! The path Dana's energy flowed through is still open. We can use it to call out to Dana's will!
Alphen, what are you saying?
Don't you remember? Rinwell said there was a little bit of Dana's will inside all of us. If there is a way everyone can come together to form Dana's will, then maybe we can ask for it to help us, to find us a way out of this.
Are you really saying that if all of Dana thinks of saving us, it will become the will of the planet itself? That's madness.
Maybe so, but it's the only way we can save you. And the only way to save Rena, too.
To save Rena?
That's right. Rena's will never had evil intent. If we're saving everyone, that includes them. I don't want to live in a world without you, Xion. And I'm tired of living a life built on death.
Alphen, I'm with you.
Collective will of Dana, hear my plea! I want to save Xion! And I want to save Rena too! I want to end this cycle of one joy, constantly being sacrificed for another's pain! So please, grant us your strength!
て恐れずに痛みから始まる続いてく物語に私はいるのかね届かないこの願いに少しだけでいいから聞こえてよ触れたい
Let's go!
I want to be your head right now. You are the place, my only home. Yeah, just like the flowers that bloom and fall, repeat over and over again. Well, I'm badly breathing and breathing to that ground. But each and every time we all stand up, stop, like, do you say? いつも君と待ち続けた季節は何も言わず通り過ぎた雨はこの街に降り注ぐ少しのリグレットと罪を包み込んで泣かないことを誓ったまま時は過ぎ痛む心に気がつかずに僕は